Graham Platner, the Democratic Maine Senate candidate, was outed for having a Nazi tattoo. I mean, this really is truly what Dumpster Fire was made for. Here is an image of the tattoo so you can see what we're talking about. But guys, come on. That's just a male tramp stamp. It's a camp stamp.
Not a traditional subject for comedy, the Holocaust. I'll give you that.
I filmed this Dumpster Fire just for that joke. I was like, should we film? And I'm like, I can't sleep on camp stamp. I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your Dumpster Fire. Welcome to Dumpster Fire, where we make burgers out of your sacred cows. We premiere new episodes, which every one is a miracle, every Tuesday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Please join us in the chat. And if you want to keep track of everything we do, the best way is to go to Phetasy.com to see all the content we're churning out, or go to my Instagram, which is where we are posting a lot of my performances as well. That's all in the description below. We have a lot of content. Some might say too much.
Too many notes.
Yes, I'm comparing myself to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
There are just as many notes, Majesty, as are required, neither more nor less.
Not really. I just love that movie. I guess they're remaking it. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, God. It was like all going around on Twitter. I don't know if it's real or not, or if it's just AI, because who knows if anything's real anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not even real.
Am I real?
This fucking guy. So back to Mein Kampf. The... Platner keeps the guy Platner. He went from saying he was just kind of inebriated and young and wandering around, and he was in the Marines, and he likes to mention that a lot. Like, we get it, you served, that's great. I think highly of anyone who will serve their country, but it doesn't give you a free pass on being a Nazi. Now he's doubling down because it's 2025, and that's what politicians have to do in order to survive, as we covered a few weeks ago.
Hey everyone, Graham Platner here. I want to talk to you about something. In 2007, when I was a young infantry sergeant in the Marine Corps, myself and some machine gunners I served in Fallujah and Ramadi with were on our third deployment. We were in a naval vessel, and we pulled in for a Liberty port in Split, Croatia. We went ashore to do the thing that young Marines do, which tends to be carousing and sometimes getting tattoos.
First of all, I didn't know that was how you pronounce carousing. I always thought it was carousing because it sounds a little bit like cruising. But apparently,
Really?
Yeah. I always thought it was carousing. I didn't know it was carousing. By the way, it doesn't really sound like a word this Mainer Marine guy would use either. He's like, oh, we were just, young lads out carousing. Like, he tries to make it sound like they were getting cotton candy at the fair, or like searching for caramel covered apples in Croatia after they got off duty. Doesn't carousing just mean he's looking for whores? That's what it means, right? He said he got wasted when he was a Marine and got a Nazi tattoo, but then he didn't know that it was a Nazi tattoo for 18 years.
We thought it looked cool, and so we got it. I have had this tattoo for the last 18 years.
And is that just something that Marines do? Wait a minute. I'm being told that yes, that is indeed something that Marines do. They get wasted and get Nazi tattoos.
Yeah, yeah.
We were just out carousing, just getting drunk and hanging with like 7 Eastern European hookers. And after we went down to like the Jewish area and mocked a bunch of Jews, we wanted to celebrate by getting some Nazi tattoos. That's how I imagine this actually went.
I'm really, really sorry about your big noses. I'm really sorry about how greedy you are.
He's trying to play it off like some 16-year-old who got a Japanese symbol tattoo that was supposed to mean love, or an ancient Hindu symbol of good fortune. See what I did there, guys? He's like, what, guys? I was just a fan of Schindler's List, all right? Literally on Ralph Fiennes. We'll show you guys a picture.
Rafe Fiennes.
Rafe?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know.
Rafe Fiennes.
Rafe Fiennes.
Little lapel in Schindler's List. Or maybe it was a woman's name that he wanted to cover up. It's so funny to me that he just got it covered up like 3 days ago. He just got it covered up. Apparently, he didn't know. He's been through lots of screenings that you have to go through.
I re-enlisted into the United States Army with this tattoo, where I was screened for hate and gang-related tattoos. I worked for the State Department as a contractor, where I got a full physical, which included screening my tattoos.
Like, we all get it if you had to go to prison and join the Nazis to survive or not get raped. Like, we understand. But even convicts change their tattoos pretty quickly once they're out. He just got it covered up. And how much do you want to bet it's another Nazi symbol? He's like, no, it's this ancient tribal thing, and it's dogs because I love dogs. I particularly love German Shepherds. It would be funny if he's like, I just got it covered up, and then he reveals it. It's just a giant swastika. Or it's like the Totenkopf tattoo burning its way out from under his replacement tattoo. Or he got a temporary tattoo, like a paint over, so that he can keep the other one once he gets elected. The bigger point here is the hypocrisy, because Democrats have been literally Hitlering for a decade now. Like they see Hitler everywhere. Sarah Silverman saw him in the sidewalk. Like a swastika. They see symbols of Nazism everywhere. All the people defending him are ridiculous. And there are many people who are like, what? What's the big deal, huh? You've been calling Trump literally Hitler, and then you're going to defend this? That's what the big deal is. There was the whole Elon thing. Remember that? We covered that. That was a 3-week news cycle.
Yeah.
There was a man that got fired for... somebody hallucinating the OK symbol when he was driving his truck. This is a decade of seeing Nazis everywhere. And then you have a guy with a literal Nazi tattoo, and you guys are like, what? Nothing to see here. What's the big deal, huh?
What?
But it's not going to cost him this election either, because as Jarvis said on X, some people are still living in a things that matter mindset when voters keep saying, LOL, nothing matters.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
And welcome. You are all Gen X now. You all know what it feels like. Trump had to there was another group chat that leaked, and Trump had to kind of not... what was the position this guy was running for? There's another Nazi in a chat that came out this week. And I'm like, this is like me with pedophiles. I'm like, are there just Nazis everywhere? Like, is this what happens when people can't get houses? Because so much of it is just like shit posting and edgelording. And like, I get it. It's cool to be a Nazi now. It's like base to be like anti-Semitic. And I see the memes, guys. I know I'm just an old lady on YouTube, but I see them in my algorithm over on Instagram. I see your boomers when they get called anti-Semitic, and the cool Gen Z when they get called anti-Semitic. They're like, hey, that's right. I am. And this is what is really uniting all of the parties, sadly.
So sad.
It's all fun and games until you're dying in a rice paddy in China.
That took a left turn. I thought you were going to say it's all fun and games till you're dying in like an internment camp or something, but you took it to China.
Because they're fighting World War III. I do love that, like, the left is going to be like, you know what? We're taking back the Nazi symbol. His campaign is going to start printing the dog stickers for people to wear at the rallies, but then it's just going to be a sign for Nazis in like 20 years. They're going to turn it into a bumper sticker. Every time you look away from a politician, then look back, they have Nazi tattoo.
Just more and
full
more.
leather SS outfit. You're like, oh, Jesus. Oh, you too. Oh, God. Okay, you too. You have like Crystal Ball, who's been like, was going after Elon, talking about Nazis, and then she's like, oh, what? It's just a regrettable tattoo. Like, that butterfly I got when I broke up with Jim. Is it too much to ask that we get candidates that aren't in some way Nazi or Nazi affiliated?
On both sides.
I know. We can't get away from the Nazis lately. It's like that song, Stuck in the Middle with You. I got Nazis to the left of me, Nazis to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Jews. Nazis are really in right now. And historically, that's not good, because right before Jews start getting murdered is usually when Nazis become cool. Like anti-Semitism becomes cool first, and then it becomes deadly. And then there's World War. So, yeah, pretty based of you until your last view is of a Russian soldier. He's also blaming the establishment because that's a fucking thing you do. You can be like, oh, what? I thought this is America. I thought we could have Nazi tattoos.
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
That's the craziest thing about our time, is you can be batshit insane, have Nazi tattoos from head to toe, out of your mind, ridiculous, and if people push back, you're like, what? Huh? The system is against me. It's the establishment. They're trying to suppress me. You can be like, the fucking moon is made of cheese, and then they'll be like, oh, it's just like the deep state wants me silenced. It's how you end up in the dark ages. Honestly, I always wondered when I was in Egypt, how did we lose all of this genius and brilliance? And this is how. Conspiracy, stupidity, and probably Nazis.
Are we the baddies?
People were surprised too that like somebody from Maine. I wasn't surprised that he had this tattoo. Maine is, for those of you who don't know about New England, Maine is like the Idaho of New England. It's very liberal, but it's got pockets of deep red and probably some well-armed militias.
Yeah.
Mainer sounds like a slur, by the way. They keep calling him a Maine. He's like, we're gonna get out there and fight for Mainers. I'm like, ugh. It sounds like, I feel like it's a graphic slur. This is like calling robots clankers. I'm like, oh, should we be saying that? This guy was also training Trantifa.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy. Like, there's really no political ideology in America anymore. It's all becoming a blob, but the only unifying theme is Nazis and anti-Semitism. So, sweet.
And there was much rejoicing.
Before our next segment, don't forget to like, subscribe, touch my bells and buttons. I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't want to advertise with us. Tell your friends about us. We hit 100,000. We are shooting the Mexican weather report this week, and then we'll get it out to you guys. Thank you for your patience. We're shooting it tomorrow, actually. It's going to be super fun because clearly I'm in heightened bonker mode. You have to stick around through the ad to see the weather report, guys. Sorry, them's the rules. Them's the rules. I do love this sponsor. Qualia Senolytics helps promote healthy aging and help enhance your physical prime. Senolytics are a class of ingredients that were discovered less than 10 years ago that help eliminate senescent cells in the body. Senescent cells, also known as zombie cells, cause symptoms of aging such as aches, discomfort, slow workout recovery, sluggish mental and physical energy associated with that middle-age feeling. They're old and worn out and not serving a useful function for our health anymore, but they are taking up space and nutrients from our healthy cells. Think of Senolytics as pruning the yellowing and dead leaves off a plant. They remove those worn out senescent cells to allow for the rest of them to thrive in the body. I'm so excited to partner with Qualia. I have loved how I've felt after taking the Senolytics. I'm on round 3 and I do feel so much clarity in my mind. I also love the Qualia Mind and the Energy Shot. They have so many other products. Resist aging at the cellular level. Try Qualia Senolytics and all their other products. Go to qualialife.com/dumpster for up to 50% off and use code Dumpster at checkout for an additional 15% off. That's QUALI8 life.com/dumpster for an extra 15% off your purchase. There's a link in the description below. Now let's check the weather with Marilu Kaufman.
El sábado 26, parcialmente soleado, y también el domingo en la Perla Tapatía, con condiciones de cielo parcialmente soleado, vamos a alcanzar 26 grados. Acapulco e Ixtapa 32, Huatulco 34, soleado, Oaxaca 25, Apatzingán 36, con un cielo parcialmente soleado, Toluca 19, medio nublado 18 el sábado.
Thank you, Marilu. Get wrecked, Big Tech. Some of you might have noticed, but there was a massive Amazon outage this week. I didn't notice because I'm better than you. No, I didn't notice because I didn't notice the government shutdown. Apparently, it's still shut down as well. And I didn't notice the AWS outage, so I kind of feel like I'm winning, not to brag. Most Bitcoin and many crypto services were down too, which is hilarious because so much for one of its major selling points is decentralized. You can this was always my thing with Bitcoin. I'm like, okay, so what happens if like the servers go down or because the cloud is just like everyone's computers, and what happens if that chain of command gets messed up and shit goes down? Nobody could access anything. So I don't know, crypto bros. I'm not really buying your snake oil pyramid schemes anymore. It took down lots of random appliances and services like garage doors as well, judging by the outcry on social media. The one social media that was still working, X. I'm still long on X, guys. It is my true love. The cloud was supposed to be decentralized as well, but apparently a third of the internet puts their shit on the US-East-1 portion of the cloud network. I'm not smart. I don't know how this shit works. And there's some genius, the Amazon head guy, James Hamilton, is this he looks a little bit like a lesbian English teacher. He is this genius engineer, and he fixed the AWS outage after 3 minutes after docking. They couldn't get in touch with him or something. How is Amazon and all of this stuff, why does it rely on one part of the whole network and one guy?
Who's on a boat somewhere.
What if one of those orcas goes crazy and kills him? And now I'm never getting my cake tester delivered to my door again. All of the deliveries were put back a day or two. The funniest thing about this is the fact that it took out people's beds. I was like, what am I reading right now? When I was just scrolling on X late at night. And I was in the dumpster fire chat, and sometimes I just kind of live text whatever I'm scrolling and put it in the chat. And I was like, what is this right now? They're intelligence fitness sleeping pods. And because they're for some reason connected to the internet, and you need to have a subscription so that you can keep your bed at a perfect temperature, and it measures all of these things how you're sleeping and what your sleep score is and whether you're dreaming about your ex-boyfriend from high school, and then it alerts your husband on your phone. Just kidding, but that we probably are getting there. Someone's pillow got hot. Some of the beds got stuck at 45-degree angles, which, by the way, people were like, how come my bed is still stuck? I'm like, this is fucking terrifying. Imagine your bed folds up on you and crushes you and then starts heating up and melting you because a junior programmer at Amazon submitted code that ChatGPT gave him.
Okay, so the scariest environment imaginable. Thanks. That's all you gotta say. Scariest environment imaginable.
This is the world we're living in. Or because James Hamilton was getting some sun on his deck out in the freaking Med. It's crazy how much information these beds upload. 16 gigabytes a month, I read somewhere. Someone online said at 16 gigabytes a month, it better be uploading my dreams directly to my therapist. Oh, the memes were so good about this. They were so good. There was the Yeonmi Park on Rogan meme that's no matter what it is, it's my favorite. But it's in America, if someone else's computer breaks, you can't use your bed. As Carol Roth said on Real America, which if you're not watching Real America, you should be. Carol Roth was on. She's a genius. We talked about the housing crisis, and she's someone who's very much solution oriented. And she mentioned that this is what she's calling a K economy. So lots of people are getting poorer and lots of people are getting richer. I'm calling it a KKK economy. Because everyone's becoming a Nazi because they can't buy a house. But we're not a poor country. People have mattress warmers. The upward sloping part of the K people have beds that are warming up to a specific or cooling to a specific temperature for them. This is the old saying, as some of you might know it. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create mattress warmers. We'll go to war with China. They're going to take out the data centers day one. And the main thing people will be complaining about on X, which will still be working, will be their bed pods and HBO being down before they realize that they're going to die in a rice paddy in China.
Nice callback.
Heyo. I'm like, everything's connecting.
She's playing
here.
3D chess today. She took her Qualia.
I did actually. Took it yesterday and the day before.
All right, Phetasy News.
All right, guys, that's it for today. Phetasy News. If you love Dumpster Fire, the best thing you can do is become a paid supporter at Phetasy.com. You get the unedited version of Dumpster Fire, and we leave a lot of inappropriate things on the cutting room floor. You can see how the sausage is made. You also get access to everything else we're doing, and it is a lot. All right, join us on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central for a new Dumpster Fire. Thank you to everyone who helps make this Dumpster Fire possible. Thank you guys for having a good sense of humor, being able to take the piss out of each other and yourself and America and your sacred cows. There's like 6 of us left. Stuck in the middle with Jews. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Marlene, and Better Phetasy. Thank you to Qualia for sponsoring today's episode. Truly thank all of our sponsors because, guys, buy from our sponsors. They're like the Marines of freaking companies because they take risks on little people like us. And thank you to all of you. We love you. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Bridget.
And now to cleanse your palate, the internet is glorious. Remember, life is absurd, clearly. Don't take yourself so damn seriously. Take the work seriously. Don't take yourself seriously. This has been your Dumpster Fire. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me rich so I can be on a yacht.
And the unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.